I'm about to spend a week with the Digimon VB Vital Bracelet to let you know if it's worth the price of admission, is it a fun, good Digimon V pair, and if it'll work as part of my exercise regime to lose weight. Let's roll the intro. Before we get started, I got something pretty exciting to talk about. New set, who this? If you've been watching my videos and streams for a while, you'll know that I've had the same drab background for a while that I've been trying to add things to no avail, but finally this week I decided it was time for a brand new set and a brand new intro. But how did I afford such expensive things as frames and shelves and blue paint? Well, it finally happened. Your boy got sponsored! Mama, I made it! I know, YouTuber sponsorships, but I always said I only ever take a sponsorship if they filled 3 criteria. First, they had to be appropriate for the channel, nothing that goes against my own morals or doesn't fit with the content I do. Second, I want to test it myself and make sure it works before I tell you about it. And third, you, the audience, have to get a kickback as a result of my sponsorship, and that is why I am over the moon that the very first sponsorship I've had is from buyee. If you don't know what buyee is, it's a website that gives you access to items from Japan. You want digivices, soft toys, VBs? buyee has got your back. Buyee allows you to buy straight from Japanese websites like Rakuten, Mercari, and Yahoo Japan auctions. But for you Digimon fans, they also cover Amazon JP and Premium Bandai. I made sure to test out buyee myself, and while the VB itself ships automatically to the UK, there are items on Amazon JP that don't, including some card sleeves and a VB protector, which trust me, you're gonna need. We'll get into that. But what makes this is that if you use my link in the description down below, the top of the description, and sign up to buyee, you all get, every one of my viewers gets a first time $20, that's 2,000 yen, coupon to use. Just by clicking my link, signing up through buyee and using their services on, like I say, Amazon JP, Rakuten, Premium Bandai, a bunch of other stores, you get $20 off your purchase. So I told you I'd give you something back. Come on, I wouldn't let you down. So yeah, hopefully if you all use that link, we can do some more work with buyee in the future and kick even more stuff back to you. Alright, let's get on with the main video. Alright, so my stream is over. It's 7:30 on my first evening with the VB. Tomorrow's my first real whole day with it. Also, you can kind of tell this thing gets beat up real easily. It doesn't really make much difference once the actual screen's on. You can't tell. Screen protector for this, I believe you can get them on Amazon. Would recommend getting one. Couldn't sleep. I did put this on charge, but I can't sleep, so I took it off charge and I set the time to midday the day I got it. I kind of feel like that's cheating a little bit, but also I didn't open my VB until the evening, and BBmon fell asleep. I'd like to try and get Pulsemon and maybe Black Agumon, but I go to sleep. So I did a hard mission and got 2 trophies. It was just squats for 20 seconds. To get 2 trophies was very easy. It was just 20 seconds of squats. I believe the squats only track up and down movement and maybe your heart rate. So you could probably choose it by just, you know. Probably gonna try and go for, I don't know, I want Examon or Bulkmon, but I don't particularly care about the Namakimon line. So I'd say the worst part of the VB so far is these vital points. As you can see, it's midday and I've done 3,630 steps. I also ended up doing a set of squats and a set of crunches, and I've just taken the bins out from my building, and I've still only got 88 vital points. Yeah, I've done 3,500 steps. I need about 500 plus points to get Examon, and I need about 800 plus, 1,000 plus maybe? I can't remember how many points I need to get Bulkmon. I've already got enough trophies I need for Examon, but I haven't got enough, nowhere near enough vital points. Guess we'll see what happens. We're going out to get some paint, so I'm gonna see if I can find anything to activate a battle on that isn't my phone. No evolving for me, which is weird because I got 5 trophies, 800 points, 3 battles, no Runamon. Maybe it's also a time thing? So to answer my own suspicions, yes, it was a time-based thing. No matter what requirements you've got, you still have to wait out the 24 hours, or however long it may be for your specific level, which can be frustrating when a Digimon is only awake for 12 hours a day. Also, at this point, I had abandoned Examon and Bulkmon in favor of Runamon because I wanted Shivamon or Achillesmon or Shroudmon. So it's 8:30 at night, and I've done basically everything I can do. I'm probably gonna leave it on tonight. I was tempted to turn it off, but I like the idea of being woken up by it. So yeah, we'll see you in the morning for the next part, and hopefully adventure mission. It's Friday, Friday. So I haven't updated much, mainly because I started breaking out in zits because I've been exercising so much. The wait from champion to ultimate is a longer one. It's 24 active hours, which is almost always going to be 3 days. So I don't really see much point in padding the video out with just like, I did more exercise today. I think the next update will be when we're getting our ultimate, which is probably going to be Monday, possibly Tuesday.
Saturday, we gon' party all night.
Big shout outs to RayJT. You can go follow them at RayJT9 on Twitter for printing me out this awesome extender for my VB. That's super cool. Thank you so much, Ray. I appreciate it. Go give him a follow. I think this is the 3rd day of having Runamon, and he's awake for about 12 hours each day, which should mean, hopefully, I'm due for Runamon today at some point. Here you fucking go, baby. It should be Divemon time. Yeah. Yeah, we moved! I fucking did it! Yeah, baby! That's what I've been waiting for! Look at all those ignore that bit. Ignore that bit, that's the first coat. The 2 coats, 1 coat, 2... Look at all those chickens. So I planned on today being a big exercise day, but I live in Wales and the VB is not waterproof. But good news, I am getting some exercising. This is the currently unfinished set that you will have already seen by this point in the video. But something that I do like about the VB is that all the missions are doable in your house. You can do crunches, squats, any of the hard missions or special missions from the comfort of your home. So I'm a little bit disappointed that I didn't get to go out and about as much as I'd like to because of the lack of waterproof. It doesn't feel like too much, especially when we're like painting and decorating and stuff, to go and do some squats real quick, get some trophies in. It's good in the pandemic that you don't have to go outside for it to be useful. Bro, I got fire Kazuchimon, are you kidding me? No, Divemon. Divemon, run away. You're not gonna make it, Divemon. Oh, hold up. You're not gonna make Divemon dodge. Yes! I love you, Divemon. Fucking no. No. Oh, God. Oh, he needs some milk. Yeah, do it, boy. Do it, please. No. No. Oh, shit. Oh, you don't have to do him like that. God damn. World star. The last day I'm going to be deliberately chronicling my experience with the VB for this video. Currently looks like I'm heading towards Shivamon. I don't think that's going to happen today. I could have put in more time yesterday for trophies and adventure mission, but obviously I was finishing this set. So I'm doing adventure mission today to try and unlock Shroudmon and then possibly get him tomorrow, although I'm not holding my breath. But hopefully Shivamon, hopefully. Either way, I should have a mega that I can show. If I don't show it in this video, it will be on my Twitter at @Karn_EX.
Digimon's making the scene, they're kicking it up.
Of course, the one nice day we had this week, I was busy, but I did have time to go and grab. Just heading in for 1.0. Some Digimon cards that came in stock at my local game store. Alright, I am home with some freshly minted card crack that I can't open until tomorrow, although the stream will probably have already happened by the time you see this. So the Digimon VB. I am now at the point where I am at the end of my week with the VB, and I'm going to keep using the VB until it breaks and then I get a new one. And I have some thoughts. This thing is not perfect, but it's pretty good. I started the week very confused, and I want to give huge shout outs to both Humulos and Ray. Humulos didn't help out actively, but through their website, and Ray for helping out actively. This thing is a little bit difficult if you don't speak Japanese. Obviously, a lot of it is in Japanese. The manual, the app are all Japanese with no English version in sight. There are rumors that when the P Bandai version releases in May, that we will actually finally get at least an English app, but who knows. What is some good news, however, is this thing is totally usable without the app. Now, the app does help a lot. It will help you track how many days or hours you've got till your Digimon evolves. You'll get a bunch of cool stuff for doing it. You can keep track of a lot of your Digimon. You can store them all in the app, but it is not essential. To me, the real winner is the VB itself. Now, it's not waterproof. That sucks. And I don't care to test the level to which it could endure water. Like, my sweat it's been fine. Rain, luckily haven't had to bump into. I would assume a little splash here and there would be fine, but you're not going to want to submerge this thing for sure. I think the main problems are probably where the DIM card goes in and obviously the charger port. While I'm talking about that, it's really weird to me that the charger port has a lovely little rubber thing which is attached, but the DIM card slot has a hard plastic cover which you could easily lose. Like, I don't mind it being hard plastic, but surely you could have put that on a little lanyard thing that could attach so that you didn't lose it. I've already seen people who have just completely lost their DIM card covers. It's a tiny piece of black plastic, of course you're going to lose it. That is most of my criticism. There have been issues other people have had. I've been very lucky to not have them. There is the issue that people with darker skin tones are struggling with this thing, which... oh man. I understand there's probably some reason why the way the laser works. It's a cheaper laser. It's more optimized for lighter skin tones. They are primarily aiming it at Japan. It's not really supposed to be a worldwide release. People of darker skin tones exist, Bandai, and they exist in Japan. They are just as valid as every other one of your customers, and I know this probably wasn't intended to be gross, but it kind of feels that way when people who have darker skin tones can't get their heartbeat measured. There are ways around it if you're struggling and you have darker skin tone. Apparently a little bit of toilet tissue or kitchen towel. Americans call it kitchen towel, kitchen paper, that stuff. If you put a little bit of that under the sensor, between your skin and the sensor, it should help out, but you shouldn't have to do that. Another problem I've encountered, and I've just had to resign myself to it at this point, I can't transfer my main Digimon to the app. I can transfer everything else. I can transfer my Black Agumon from my Black Raw DIM card. I can transfer my Pulsemon that I got from the app back and forward, but my current Divemon, which is due to digivolve into Shivamon today, the app just errors. Something went a bit fucky with my Impulse City DIM card when I first started using it. I think that's why. I am gonna have to delete my Shivamon. Luckily I have a Pulsemon, so it's no bother. It's just gonna take another week if I ever want to get Shivamon back, and to be honest, I'm probably gonna go through a different Digivolution line anyway, so I'm not that upset. But this whole locking the DIM cards thing, this whole locking the app isn't as locked as people make it out to be. You can actually throw it to a few different phones and it'll kind of work. It didn't need to be this way, Bandai. I think what would have been better than locking it forever with mandatory stuff is maybe just like a simple code, like a code that you can put into the app and the phone, because things go wrong, and this is not like something that takes like a day, you know? I have put a week into this thing to get 1 mega. I haven't even been training Black Agumon. After this video, I'm going to be getting rid of all the Digimon that are on the VB, and I'm going to be putting my Agumon and Gabumon DIM cards in there to get Omnimon. That's going to take me like 2 weeks, maybe 3. And the final thing I want to say is that Ray did print me out a 3D printed extender. My wrist is about 9.5 inches in diameter, and I haven't even got particularly fat wrists. I just have big bony boys. If you want 9.5 inches, even 9 inches in diameter or higher, get an extender. People like Ray have put up the files for free for you to use and download / print if you've got a 3D printer, although I'm sure you will find people who will be willing to 3D print and send them to you if you pay them the money. Bandai is releasing premium Bandai extenders, but they are premium Bandai and they're not going to release till May. Okay. That sounds like a lot of criticisms, but I wanted to get all that out at first for the people that stop watching after a few minutes, because people are lazy. It's fine, I get it. You've got busy lives not going outside during a pandemic.
Alright.
First of all, this is the nicest screen I've seen on a VPET ever. A full color, rich, really exciting feeling. It really feels like the first time I've cared about a VPET to this level is the VB. The individual little animations, like them doing reps and running on treadmills and things, really adds to the level of richness that you get from this thing. I've seen people criticize the sprite work, which on a bigger screen you can totally, there are problems with the sprite work on some of the sprites. On this screen, you can't tell. Something that was really refreshing actually is it seems to have a really good DPI. The resolution is probably tiny, nothing, but the DPI is really nice. Like, the sprites really pop, it looks very nice. I don't feel like there's a lot of blurring or pixels turning soft, if that makes sense. Everything looks really good to the naked eye. Editing Khan here. I've been trying to get decent footage of the screen to try and illustrate that nice DPI and the vibrancy, but with the equipment I have, I just cannot get a shot that fully translates how good it looks to the naked eye. It was a little bit blown out. It's because it's very bright up against a black background, which you can't do anything about. I've tried lighting it a bunch. I've tried no lighting at all, and nothing seems to fully work to really convey how it looks, but it looks good is all I'll say. Sorry there's no supplementary footage. And that brings us on to the biggest takeaway that I have from the VB. It's kind of changed my life. I obviously, as you can tell, am a fat piece of shit. And I'm very good at, if I want to do a diet, I can do it pretty easily. In 2017, I lost a ton of weight just from basically starving myself. 1,500 calories a day. I didn't do any extra exercise, lost a bunch of weight. Put it all back on for a variety of reasons I'm not going to get into in a fun video about the Vital Bracelet, but I have always throughout my life just struggled with exercise. Not because it's hard to do necessarily, but because the motivation to do it just always felt a bit nebulous. Let's go for a walk, where gyms obviously are a big, there's lots of people watching me, judging me. So things that have always excited me are exercise via games, right? Or via a real sense of progression that doesn't make me feel ashamed. Tracking your weight loss is a great idea to actually get an idea of how you're doing, but also you're always constantly battling your own numbers and feeling ashamed if your numbers go up rather than down. So I have tried throughout the years a ton of things. First of all was Zombies Run, which was a great idea, but it was a zombies based thing and zombies creep me out sometimes. I don't want to go get creeped out by zombies. The next one was Pokemon Go, which is just not a good app. I think it's very poorly done. It was very easy to become lackadaisical with it. Not true with the VB. First of all, your vital points decay, not while you're wearing it, but if you take it off. So you feel an impetus to either leave it on or completely turn it off. I have anxiety and completely turning off a device, which I don't know fully how it works, scares me. Apparently it's fine. You can leave it off for as long as you want, as long as it doesn't run out of battery, I guess. I don't know. Turn it back on, tell it what time it is, you'll be back. I don't trust like that. So I wanted to keep the VB on, which motivated me to keep it on my wrist a lot, keep it charged. Trophies are very accessible. The normal mission every day is either a certain amount of steps, which isn't very many steps, like at all, like a couple of hundred, or is a certain number of battles, which gets you going for the battles, gets your totals up. The hard missions is like 20 to 30 seconds of punches. Again, I am huge and fat, and it still gets you going. I never got 0 trophies. It might be possible to get 0 trophies, but I didn't. I have not been able to do the special mission because I can't connect to my app with my Digimon, which sucks. I am going to try out the special mission with Omnimon and hopefully it'll work. But I found myself going the extra mile, deliberately doing more things, even just to get steps in, to keep my vitality up. I haven't noticed any dramatic weight loss or anything like that. I've not been eating particularly well, although that is something that I want to fold in to my VB experiences back into dieting as well. But for a Digimon toy to motivate me to go for a walk, to do decorating, to do crunches and punch the air and dash around my house, this, unironically, as a lazy fat guy, is exactly what might save my life. And that sounds really over the top and extra. Bandai have not sponsored me, but buyee have. But I legitimately feel like the VB is the thing I've been looking for, and when I get more used to the app, or ideally an English translation, more features would be great. I can really see myself using it all the time for like the rest of my life. If it breaks, I'll get a new one. If they release a 2.0, I'll get it. More dim cards, more features, that's what I'm looking forward to. But at the bare minimum, as long as they release like a new dim card every year or every few months, I've got new Digimon to train. I've got new motivation. Every time I'm like, oh my god, yo, they drop like Bluecomon's coming out. You know I love Bluecomon. If they drop Wormmon or Fanbeamon, of course I'm getting those dim cards, and I'm going to want to motivate myself to digivolve them, and the only way to do that is to work out. Even if you cheat, even if you sit there shaking your wrist all day, and when it says to do punches, you just go, you're still going to be moving. It's a tiny amount. You're going to burn a calorie a day maybe, but it's more than you would otherwise. So if you're a fitness fanatic, this might not be for you. You've probably got other things. If you're not trying to lose weight, you might not care that much. But if you have got an interest in your own health, whether it's, losing weight, keeping up your cardiovascular exercise, maybe even getting some gains in, and you really like Digimon, I would recommend this. With the caveat that it might be better to wait until May. Bandai orders already seem to be completely sold out. I don't know if they're going to restock. I hope they do. Amazon JP, like I say, you can still get it as well, obviously. Through some of the websites that you can use on buyee, you could probably find them secondhand for cheaper than the incredible price that are going on eBay. Like, do not pay eBay prices for this thing. You don't need to. Wait for a restock on a website. You do not need it that badly. But it is really good. 95% of the app is in English. The only things that aren't are the names of the Digimon, which I can live without. But hypothetically, this thing could go full English, and I think if you are speaking English, it really could be good. Right now, I would say if you're looking to lose weight and love Digimon, get this. If you're just looking for another V-Pet, hold fire. But that's my video. I had a wonderful week with the VB. There are a lot of problems, but I think that automatically to me outweighed by all the good and all the fun I've had with it. I can't wait to keep going and giving you guys updates and videos and streams about how I'm doing with other Digimon. And of course, shout outs to our sponsor buyee. Thank you so much for sponsoring this video. Again, the link is in the description. $20 off your first purchase on buyee. Go show that link some love, and let's thank some channel members. My Digi Destined level channel members: Crimson Dragon Slayer, Forest Sea, and Anthony Bontomasi, my Tamer level channel members, Mike McNulty, Theo Navarro, Reese Williams, Carlos Gonzalez, and Tippy, and everyone in the Karn Club. Thank you so much, guys. I will see you next time when we go digital.